So great to have you, Sheri. Sheri Givens, President and CEO of Smart Electric Power Alliance, SEPA, from the US. So we have two questions. The first one being, the Biden administration has set a goal of achieving a carbon-free US electricity grid by 2035. What actions is SEPA taking to decarbonize the US grid and help achieve this goal?
Well, thank you for having me. It's great to be here today. SEPA, the Smart Electric Power Alliance, for those that are not familiar with us, we're a 501c3 nonprofit, non-governmental organization. So we don't lobby on Capitol Hill, but what we do is we offer advisory services and work together with our members and collaborate and convene many, many groups across the U.S. We have about 1,000 plus members nationwide, about 700 utilities, about 300 corporate members, so think Amazon, Schneider Electric. We also have state regulators and state energy offices and consumer advocates and academic partners as well. So we're a convener. We bring all different organizations together to talk about decarbonizations. What are the solutions that are out there to get to a carbon-free energy system? So for us, it's really important to ensure that all voices are heard. We want to make sure it's an equitable carbon-free transition, making sure that everybody's going to be benefiting from all the technologies and the solutions that we put in place. So what are we doing specifically? We're working with our members across the board, whether it's bringing them together at our recent Energy Evolution Summit or bringing them together. We have 8 working groups that we operate, that we bring our members together to talk about emerging technologies and trends. We also have a carbon reduction tracker that's available on our website, sepapower.org, that tracks and follows all of the utilities' commitments and the milestones that they're putting out there to get to 100% carbon-free or net zero. We work with our members providing publications and projects and really talking with them about the solutions and the successes they're having and also the failures that they might be experiencing. So that way we can share it with other folks across the US and even around the world.
Great. Distributed generation, DG, and distributed energy resources, DER, are not part of the tried and true business model of American utilities, which has by and large been premised on large and centralized power generation. What is SEPA doing to advance DG and DER among US utilities so that DG and DER are seen as a key driver of decarbonizing the American grid?
That's a great question. Distributed energy resources are going to be a critical part of a carbon-free future. At SEPA, we're an all-of-the-above solutions approach. We think about every technology that's out there, and DG and DERs are really going to be integral to getting us to that clean energy system. We've done a lot of work with state energy offices, working through different frameworks on how to ensure that they can have DERs throughout their system. We've worked with a number of states on virtual power plants, or VPPs, which will integrate DG and DERs into the system. We have a DER encyclopedia that we've worked on to really help level set the definition of DERs and what utilities and corporate members of our organization and the greater industry need to think about. We're looking at different regulations and policies that are being activated across the United States that are really going to help ensure that DER penetration, the vital, necessary DG, is actually integrated into the system. So for example, we look at some of the policies in the different states. For example, there's a cost-benefit analysis framework that we've looked at in Hawaii and California. That's a way that utility commissions can really think about how DG is going to benefit their system as they deploy it. We also look at performance-based rate making. It's a way to incentivize utilities across the nation to think through how they're going to get to carbon-free, to make sure that they're in compliance with their state laws and their state regulations. It's really about thinking through, what solutions are out there. We're not telling utilities or regulators or companies what to do, but we're just kind of highlighting some of the best practices and the best, case scenarios that can really help push forward on DG. Some of the other work that we've done in this space, I mentioned that we had 1,000 members. A large part of those members are also, as I mentioned, state public utility commissions and state energy offices and advocate offices. So we're able to educate them on the many different pathways that are out there to ensure that DG is promulgated across the U.S. We've worked on several reports which are available on our website, sepapower.org, that really highlight the best practices and some of the work that's being done in this space. We've done our own self-funded work. We have a microgrid playbook that's out there that provides guidance and frameworks for utilities and for regulators to think through what's necessary to get DG onto their system.
Okay, great, great. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Sheri.
My pleasure.
Have a very nice trip back home. It's a long journey here to Shanghai. Thank you.
Thank you.